This is a public information broadcast brought to you by Brill Cream. The ladies love it. Respiration and what it can do for you. From the dawn of time, respiration has been man's best friend. Today, Professor Gray is teaching his students a lesson on respiration. Let's take a look. Oh dear, children today don't know they're born. They don't know about respiration. And they don't know about ATP. Help us, Professor Gray. Look how well Jennifer uses her ATP. Top marks, Jennifer. What's that, Jimmy? You want to know what life would be like without respiration? Well, you'd die. Hang on a tick, Jimmy. Have some oxygen. There you go. That's better, isn't it? Now, just have some glucose and you'll be right as rain. Now you're expiring. Let's take a look inside Jimmy's body and see what's going on. Glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide and water. Let's take a look at the first stage of respiration, glycolysis, the first step to your very own energy. First we take one molecule of glucose. This in turn is split into two molecules of TP. This is done through the energy provided by ATP, our good old friend. Note how the 6-carbon glucose molecule is split into two 3-carbon molecules. Due to lack of funding, we can only show you one pathway of this. TP then generates chemical energy in the form of 2 ATP and NADH to give us the end product, pyruvate. Now the baton is passed on to pyruvate to commence the link reaction, the bit in between. Here we see one molecule of pyruvate. Don't forget it's a 3-carbon compound. First, it is joined by a molecule of coenzyme, A. Unfortunately, this leads to the release of the dastardly waste product carbon dioxide, which contains 1 carbon atom. Don't worry, boys, there's plenty more where that came from. But wait, that's not all. 1 molecule of NAD is reduced. So finally, we have the end product of the link reaction. Acetyl coenzyme A, a 2-carbon compound. Huzzah! Have you got all that, Jimmy? Now we're ready to move on to the final stage of respiration, the Krebs cycle. It keeps going, so you can too. Here we see a molecule of the 4-carbon compound oxaloacetate. Remember our good old friend acetyl coenzyme A? Well, here it comes to help oxaloacetate to make 1 molecule of the 6-carbon compound citrate. 1 molecule of ATP is synthesized, and 1 molecule of FAD is reduced. And look! There, 2 dastardly molecules of CO2 are escaping, taking with them 2 atoms of carbon, turning citrate back into oxaloacetate. And thus the cycle begins again, and again, and again, and again. What's that? How much energy has this given me overall, you say? Well, for every molecule of reduced NAD, 3 ATP molecules are synthesized, and for every molecule of reduced FAD, 2 molecules of ATP are synthesized. Taking into account both sides of the reaction, all ATP molecules already synthesized and those lost, the net gain is 38 ATP molecules per molecule of glucose. Wowza! But just what can we use all this ATP for? Well, exercise, friendly banter, winning wars. Haha, that'll learn 'em. And much, much more. And thus concludes our public information broadcast on respiration and you. Thank you for watching.
Dimmer bone, dimmer bone, dimmer. Dry bone, dimmer bone, dimmer bone, dimmer. Dry bone, dimmer bone, dimmer bone, dimmer. Dry bone, don't you hear God calling dimmer bone? God to know the dimmer bone, dimmer bone, dimmer. Dry bone, dimmer bone, dimmer bone, dimmer. Dry bone, dimmer bone, dimmer bone, dimmer. Dry bone, don't you hear God calling dimmer bone? It's your foot bone, come together. Hey bone, come together. Thigh bone, get together. Your backbone, come together. Breastbone, come together. Neck bone, get together. Nose bone, smell together. Your eye bone, together. Your head bone, come together. Don't forget God, they call it dim bone. Don't you hear God? They call it dim
Alright, ready? We're going to start from the beginning. Beginning. You ready?
You may think our conservatory is quite muddy. Well, you'd be wrong. That's the neighbour's conservatory that's muddy. Oh.
Here we see a molecule of the 4-carbon compound oxaloacetate. Remember our good old... Oh, no, that's rubbish. What's that, Jimmy? You want to know what life would be like without respiration? Sorry. TP that generates chemical energy in the form of 2 ATP and... But wait, that's not all. One molecule of NAD is reduced, so finally we have the end product of the link reaction, acetyl coenzyme A, a 2-carbon bollocks. But wait. Hang on, I'll start again.